They're in listen only mode.
Okay.
So hi guys, this is Sarthak and I'm here with my friend.
Hi guys, I'm Arpit.
So we're going to talk about life beyond books at BMU. So first of all, can you guys see us? Because I think we are in listen only mode. So everybody who's here, just type in if you can see us or not, so that we can adjust accordingly. People can. Okay, so we'll start by. In the meantime, we'll start with the club activities. So Arpit has been a part of multiple clubs at BMU. So I think he would like to share how it has been, how his experience has been. So why don't you?
So yeah, currently I've passed my first year. So I'm in the BBA 2017 batch.
Yeah.
So I was a part of online social media and marketing club, as well as TSEC, that is entrepreneurship club, and performing arts. So in BMU, you get an option to choose at least two clubs, and you can also choose three of them. So like being a part of these clubs was great. Like I was quite active on online social media and marketing. You get a lot to learn. We have clubs like Liquid Club, public, which helps you holistically, helps you developing in holistic, so you learn a lot. You learn how to speak public, public speaking skills, as well as we have a lot of sport activities too. So these clubs organize different events, and for funding and all. So it's great fun. You learn how to, sometimes we set up some stalls, and in some events, and we perform. So a great for.
I'll share my experience as I've been a day scholar. So I haven't been a part of a lot of extracurricular activities because it gets a little hard. But I've been a part of Enactus. So Enactus is a chapter in every college. For example, DU, multiple colleges in DU have Enactus chapters. Similarly, we have one Enactus chapter in our college. So I was a part of the marketing team of that Enactus chapter. So what they did was they uh, provided employment to the people in the rural areas. For example, in Bhiwadi, we had a person who made jute bags for us, and then we sold it to other people, the people who needed them. So that way we use the revenue to use that revenue and gave it to the people who were actually manufacturing that. So I was part of actually selling that bag. So I think that was a great experience. I learned how to face rejection, because a lot of people clearly stated that they didn't really want any bags and all of that. So yeah, and this was just a little bit about the clubs at BMU. I think we have over 20 clubs.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We have 20 registered clubs.
Yeah, and they are all student led. So if
Yeah.
if you want to form your own club, you can just go to the respective person and go ahead and form a club. It's that easy because it is a relatively newer university, and so the opportunities are just waiting to be grabbed onto. So yeah, also if you guys, all of you who are here, just if you have any questions, shoot at us. We'll be happy to answer all of that. Okay. So apart from clubs, BMU has a lot of labs as well. So the teaching is not just limited to books. So as we are management students, we'll talk more in depth about the management aspect of our university. So for example, we had a subject called Joy of Learning. So why don't you tell us what all you did in Joy of Learning?
So
Apart from, we did not have any book for Joy of Learning.
Exactly.
So that actually states the.
So
Yeah.
basically, joy of learning was a kind of subject in which you'll get a project to form to make a model or something. The practical learning, the practical knowledge. So we had a project to make a model that is something out of the blue. That is something creative or something innovative.
So basically, you have to make an impractical idea into practical idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So combining thoughts, brainstorming, and groupism. So this led to I myself made a bag that was powered by. So actually the product is not 100% that is original. You just have to make a prototype of it and show it to your
You just have to
yeah,
make the concept. You don't have to actually make the bag, because I think the engineering students would be better at that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these kind of activities, you have to show your prototype to the dean, and via presentation. So we have a lot of great subjects too, like psychology, sociology, and that are something that is not common in BBA.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So as he mentioned that we have to show our projects to the deans, and so our study is not just limited to books. We have a lot of projects. I think every subject has one project, right? So for example, in our business analytics class, we had to, my topic was the green management practices in educational institutes. So this was our whole topic, and uh, we had to collect the data. We had to use descriptive analytics and actually come with a conclusion that do people really care about the green management practices or not. So yeah, um, 1 second. I think if you guys are asking questions, we cannot. Okay, I guess there are no questions. So yeah, like I was saying, so we have multiple projects. What other projects did we have apart from business analytics? I think, yeah, so we also have practice schools.
Practice schools, yeah.
So we just attended our first practice school this year. So we visited multiple industries. I think we visited visited 4, but there are 5. So you actually get to know what happens in which industry, what is that field. Like first visit was the logistics company called Safe Express. So there we got to know about the whole logistics chain and supply management. So I think we actually do not focus on books that much as we focus on the practical aspects of the studies. So that gives us an edge. I think I like to think so.
Because you don't learn everything in college, right?
Yeah.
There is something like, if you work in corporate, you don't see everything in like a theoretical manner.
Yeah.
You have to gain experience, like what happens, what is the practical learning, but what is the practical knowledge.
Yeah.
So that is something different. Also, life beyond books at BMU is great. We have all kind of sports.
Yeah.
Different teams.
Yeah.
In a year we have at least 5 to 6 fests. Festivals. So we have Money Muffin. We have 67 Milestone. That's our main fest.
Yeah.
We had we had and also we have an orientation.
Yeah.
That's really great. You shouldn't miss the orientation.
That is a 7 or 5-day orientation. Yeah. That's a 5-day orientation. So that does not happen in other colleges, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to get tired. So be ready for that.
So in the first 5 days, you'll not attend any classes and all. It's only dedicated to the orientation.
Yeah.
So you'll have different events, like the band night, the comedy night. Yeah. So also
that is all planned by the ambassadors. So
ambassadors.
We have a ambassador program where students can take leadership roles. For example, Arpit and I are also ambassadors, so we'll be planning all of your orientation week, the 5 whole days, and there is no involvement from outside. The students budget it, they plan it. Of course, the budget is passed by the management because we don't have that money. So yeah, we budget it, we plan it, we actually take part in it, we help you. And I think it would be a great experience for you all, because it helps you open up and breaks the ice between the new students. So yeah.
Also, we have some vendors that are inside inside the campus for if you don't like to, someday if you don't feel like eating in mess, so you can have lunch or dinner anytime. Yeah. We have a roll wala, we have a pizza man, we have a dhaba. Yeah. So, and also a cafe that's run by Light Bite Foods. Baker Street. Yeah, I think you've heard it. So yeah, it's great.
Okay, so if you guys have any questions, we are ready for the questions. Just anything about student life, anything in general, we'll be happy to answer. And if I think
So everything is planned by students in our college. Like everything is student oriented. Even in the whole year we have some competitions. Like we have cricket tournaments.
yeah,
It's not like that only the students who are in the cricket team play it. Like each and every class, each and every section have a different team. Even the girls join the team. So such activities are really we enjoy a lot. And
yeah.
guys, if you have any questions regarding the campus life, we are ready to answer them. We have clubs like PAC, that is photography club.
Yeah.
Like, and also the college gives a lot of opportunities to students. The labs and all are ready are even you actually
They're
you
powered by the Siemens, so
yeah,
you can actually know how to.
even you are a management student, you have access to each and every part of the campus.
Yeah.
You have a lot of opportunities.
So I'll tell you about the visit we had to the Yamuna Biodiversity Park. So we had a subject in the perspective course called AVS. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's not like the fourth and fifth class AVS. We are made aware about the situations, the like situations like global warming and all of that, and how Kyoto Protocol was formed and all of that. So there was a topic called biodiversity, and so we don't have any books. We were made to go to Yamuna Biodiversity Park and actually have a practical experience of that there was a man-made um, pond, I
Point,
guess.
yeah.
It was a huge pond, and so I think uh, we are not just limited to books in respect to learning. We go to the field and actually know what is happening.
Even
Yeah,
with the practice schools, we had to prepare a report and present it in the front of our dean,
yeah,
like what things we learned when we went to the practice schools and all.
yeah,
So we have such great experiences. Also we have different startups done by students itself
yeah,
in the college itself. So we have a startup for a travel company, also Rudraksh.
yeah.
That's an event management company led by our one of a student. So the college gives you a lot of opportunities. First, that startup was a club in our college.
Yeah,
Now it's a registered company.
yeah.
So we also have a startup that's for traveling. Like we don't have, the college doesn't provide us with the what we say trips and all, but that club, that company that has been registered, um, it provides us with trips, different trips. So it's great.
Okay, so we have a question. How is the ECE faculty labs placements in BMU? So, as we are management students, I'm sure. So our faculty is really great. Everybody has in-depth knowledge about their subject, and they can actually impart it in a way that you understand. So, I'm sure the whole faculty in the college is like that because there is a rigorous process of selecting the faculty. So,
So most of our faculty is PhD.
yeah, and from reputed institutes. So I don't think you need to worry about the faculty. Labs, we have an association with IBM and Siemens. So the quality of the labs is top notch. There is no issue with the labs. I think you should do a campus visit. You'll see the labs are actually really great. Uh, and the third part is the placements in BMU. So the first batch is actually currently going
Yeah,
through the placements. Um, there is a person who was interning in Germany with Audi, and I think after the project he'll be offered a
replacement.
pre-placement offer. Apart from that, the average package is between 4 to 5 lakhs. So that's that. The next question is, can you throw some light on Adventure Club? So I guess
He's talking about the trip
club events. So if you're talking about the club
as a
event,
whole.
yeah. So if you're talking about the club events, so they actually organize a lot of stuff. They organize parties in Gurgaon. They organize trips to different places.
Places.
So uh, yeah.
More than
Okay. So look, we'll talk about. other clubs as well. So how was TSEC for you?
So TSEC was like always great. Like we in 67 milestone, each and every clubs organize in 67 milestone is a event for us. It's a fest for a college. That's the main fest. So each and every club organizes its event in in 67 milestone. So TSEC organized a event in which each and every student who participates can pitch their idea, and investors, some great people from the industry, they were here to visit, to attend that event.
Yeah.
And if we students had to pitch their ideas, so they definitely got funding if their ideas were something out of the blue, or
They did. One startup did get funding, and they're actually working in Saket right now.
Yeah.
And they're doing the groundwork there. So yeah, TSEC was. So there's another question: how many students are there in BMU? So I'm sure I don't have the exact number. So, but I'm sure there are more than 1,500 students in the college right now.
As it's a new college established in 2014,
so there's a lot of students. You'll just be overwhelmed. Okay, so do you guys have more questions? Just shoot questions at us. We'd be happy to answer. There's a question: how is the hostel and the food? So you're a hosteler, I think you'd be.
So the hostel is, like, I must say, I feel that it's better than a lot of other hostels that I've seen. So the facilities are great. We have a 24/7 working, 24/7 facilities for housekeeping. If anything happens by chance, we have the food facilities. The mess is we have two vendors, that is Chartwell and LBF, that is Light Bite Foods. You can anyways search on the net. So I feel that the food is great. Like it's okay. I'm satisfied with the food. So we
don't compromise on the quality of the food. So it's fresh, it's good.
Yeah.
So
there's okay.
Yeah. So food is great. There is other apart from the messes. There are other vendors like Punjab Grill, where I eat usually. So the food is actually very good there, and we have snacks in a little bakery called Baker Street. So that is also great. We have pastries and muffins and patties and all of that there. We also have dhaba and rolls. There is a lot of joint selling food.
So there's free food. Yeah. There's a 4-time meal that is for the mess. Like we have breakfast, we have lunch, we have snacks, and then the dinner provided by the mess.
And why don't you tell them about the timings as well?
So the timings are for the breakfast, we need to get up early from 7 to 9 a.m. So after that you won't be able to get the breakfast. So and lunch is around 12 to 2, so 2:30. And dinner varies. Like in the one mess, the dinner starts at 7:30 p.m. and the another mess, the dinner starts at 8 p.m. So yeah, the timings are pretty cool for everyone.
So Patan is asking about the ECE faculty, I think, and the ECE program. So Patan, I don't think we'd be able to clearly sort out your query. You can just write us a mail and we'll connect you to a person who's actually in the ECE department. He'll be able to actually help you much better. So you can write me a mail. You can write down my mail, which is sarthak.mittal.17bck@bml.edu.in, or you can just write to the admissions department, which is ugadmissions@bml.edu.in. If you want me to repeat the email, just tell me, I'll repeat it. And so, okay, there's another question. The question is, how far away are malls and cinemas from the hostels and uni? So why don't you tell them about the malls in Bhiwadi? And
we have, tell them about like sometimes like on Sundays, if we feel like going to a movie, like visiting, so we have movie halls in Bhiwadi. That's like around in a diameter of 10 kilometers. We have we have 2 or 3 malls and cinemas. So yeah, it's like not far away. You can easily get an auto or something and just go.
So if you want to go to Gurgaon there are a lot of malls in Gurgaon. So if you want to go to Gurgaon, I think from campus it is around 40 minutes to get to Ifko Chowk, and from Ifko Chowk the malls are hardly 5 minutes away. If you want to go to Ambience, that's a different story. It's 10 minutes from in the different direction. So malls and cinemas are really close, and there are also a lot of eating joints near the campus as well. There is dhabas, there's Old Road Dhaba, there's McDonald's, there is KFC, Domino's. So yeah, it's not that far.
Also in the campus we have a fruit shop, a vendor. So that fruit shop is also established by students, the TSEC club.
Yeah.
So and we also have a this thing confectionery shop. You know that is BML Bazaar.
So the tuck shop. We have a tuck shop where you can get regular your daily supplies and chips and food and biscuits, things like that. So yeah. There's another question. In EC, it is easy or tough to get 75% in BMU in all semesters.
We have a CGPA system.
So Patan, we have a CGPA system, and it is relative grading. So it actually depends how hard is your friend or the topper working. So your CGPA is established by that. So it is both good and bad for the student. It really depends on you if you can maintain a good CGPA or not. You just have to work hard. I'm sure you can just easily get 75%. Just work hard and you'll get it.
So in BMU, you know if you are taking part in any sport activities, so you'll be provided with everything. Like you don't have to get your own football or anything, any equipment. Even the cricket kits are provided by the college.
Yeah.
So I think that's like great.
Okay. So what is somebody Anup is asking what is its ranking all over India? So I don't think it's too soon to rank BMU because we are a new university. We are growing really fast and in a right direction because BMU takes care of its students and it actually helps you develop holistically, which is our criteria. So I have no idea if there is a ranking, and even if it's there, I don't think it matters right now because we are really new. We still growing. So Patan asks about scholarships. So I think scholarship is based on your 12th percentage and your JEE score. So if you if you want to know in detail about the scholarships, you can just go to the website. I think everything is given in detail regarding what percentage you want, what score you have to get scholarships. The college offers up to 100% and 75% scholarship, so you can just check. I think if you've scored good in JE and 12th, why not? So okay. Shipra says it's 433rd in the country. I think that's still great for 4 years because we just started and I don't know how many universities are there in the country. And I don't think you should go by the ranking of something. You should come and try. If you don't like it, that's your opinion. But yeah, can you just tell the key points? Why should one join BMU? Okay, so I'll start by talking about the faculty. So in SOM, we have top-notch faculty. I'll talk about SOM because I'm from School of Management, SOM. So our economics teacher actually went to great efforts to actually help the students. We were provided with around 30 worksheets so that we could actually learn the concepts. The people who were lagging behind, he took doubts. He took multiple quizzes. So I think the faculty here is one of the main criteria why you should come. And then there is the Kpmg program. So for example, Arpit is BBA Kpmg. So in BBA you definitely do not have to study as much accounts as you have to study in BCom. But still, if you've opted for the BBA Kpmg course, you have to go there. So I don't think we should go in detail because about the Kpmg program. another key point would be the opportunities here. So
as it's a new university, you get a lot of opportunities. And even the batch size is for I'm talking about SOM. The batch size is like 30 students and
38 to 40.
30 to 40.
More than that, I guess. Yeah.
So you get a lot of opportunities, to take part in activities, to host events.
Yeah.
So
So you can just go and grab onto that.
yeah.
The next key point would be uh, I guess the sports here. So my friend here is a national badminton level player. So he actually stays back in the college and plays a lot. And the student life is great in general because we have events going on throughout every month. We have something planned every month.
So you'll never feel bored.
Yeah.
Even on the weekends, we have some activities.
So you can just go out to
yeah.
Gurgaon. You can do whatever you want in the college. So
it's basically up to you how much you are willing to engage in,
yeah. If you like to keep quiet, you can just stay in the room as well. Nobody will be disturbing you. I think you should I think every university has pros and cons. It's how you look at it. So I think Anup, you should decide what is the reason you would want to join BMU. I think we've given you some points to ponder upon.
Also the club activities.
Okay, so all right. Patan is asking, we are from Andhra Pradesh. How is climate and nature? Is there ragging? So hi Patan, there are a lot of students from Andhra Pradesh. I'm sorry.
So Patan, we have there are a lot of students from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana.
Yeah.
So I don't think they feel this kind of fear, because we have a DAC committee, that is disciplinary action committee. That's like set up really good.
So DAC actually takes care of all the punishments and taking care of all the, I guess, illegal activities, if you could call it that. So there is no ragging. There are no cases of ragging because we take that very seriously. There is no ragging policy. And about the climate and the nature. So I would say in the summers it gets hot around 40 degrees, and in winters it gets cold. It goes down to around 5 degrees. And I think but the rooms have ACs, and so you can manage that. There is no problem. And nature, the university is a whole green campus, so there are no cars allowed inside the campus. There is no pollution. We have a lot of trees planted. There is greenery all around. It's actually really beautiful when you come in. So the nature aspect is good. So okay, Dipanshu is asking, how many max clubs can we join at most?
So Dipanshu, we have a option to choose maximum 3 clubs.
Yeah.
So you can be a part of maximum 3 clubs, but even if you want to be a part of the 4th club, you can anyways go and informally join the club.
But I think the load gets heavier, so 3 clubs is more than enough. You should try and balance it out with studies, because your GPA is equally, I guess, it depends on you, but yeah. If we go out to visit a mall, then at what time we should advise to return back at our hostel? So if you go out, you should come back by 10. That's the university rule. And
so we have in the hostel, you have to be in the hostel by 12:15 a.m. So yeah, and also if you have to go out of if you want to go out of campus, you have to take a permission from the warden. Just get a.
That is when, if there are timings, so 5:30 to 10:30, you can just go out by punching your card. And on weekends, I guess, as well.
On weekends, on Saturdays, Sundays,
you have to just punch your card.
You don't have a.
If there are classes going on and then you want to go out, you have to get a
gate pass sign. Or even if you have to go before 5 o'clock and you don't have classes, then also you have to.
That is because regulations and all of that. So okay, we have questions now. More questions, please. Okay, Patan. Please tell me about ECE. Okay, we'll just help you with that because you've been asking. So I guess we should help you with that. Just give me a minute, Patan. Why don't you do that, and I'll answer other questions. what are the placement opportunities of the university? So we have companies from all over India coming, and because it is an initiative by the Hero
Hero
Group,
Group.
so the corporate tie-up is pretty good. uh, there are companies like Dell hiring. There are companies like Amazon hiring, Zomato, and whatnot. If you go to the website, you'll see the companies coming in, and I think the BTech placements would be uploaded soon as well,
Yeah.
because it is still going on. So everybody is working hard to get placed and to get the companies. So that is,
We have a dedicated placement cell.
yeah,
That's
that is working
Placecom.
with the students. So that's okay. There's another question. Why don't Where is the
EC.
ECE?
Just
Yeah,
a minute.
because but then if you could just give me your email, and I could help you get into I can help you connect with somebody who's in ECE. I'm sure the college is very good for ECE as well, but yeah,
61. So you can just visit the
I
website
think he
and
does not want to know the course structure. He just wants to know if it's the best or not. So okay, the college has good faculty, it has good opportunities. If you actually make use of all of that, it could turn out to be the best college for you. If you come in and you do not work hard, you start you start getting negative thoughts. So yeah,
I mean, you can't expect everything from the college, right?
yeah.
Like you have to work yourself too. Like it's not like you'll just you just get into the college and the college does everything for
And
you.
I'm sure if we say it is the best,
Yeah.
our word would not matter. You'd have to come in and check for yourself. So as per my knowledge, the faculty at SOM is one of the greatest, is the greatest faculty I've ever been taught by. So yeah, and if you really want to go in depth, just give me your email. Or take my email. I'll help you get a student to connect with you who's in ECE. Okay. So there is another question. What is the topper score of BML in his respective subject, and what batch is he in? So there is, I guess, in our class the topper had 9.8 CGPA in the first semester and 9.5 in the second.
Yeah. In BTech, yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
there's a student who got 10 CGPA.
So I think if you want to know in respective subjects, um, I guess I could tell you my score. My score was, I guess, in economics I got till the end sems we had around 55% of grading done. So I was actually topping with a friend in economics. Out of 55, I had 54.5. So that could tell you about the score.
So in the college we have faculties, visiting faculties, even faculties which are inside the campus.
Yeah.
We have a dedicated faculty apartment for that is only dedicated to the faculty.
So
So
Patan is asking my email. So Patan, my email is Sarthak SAR. I don't think we can send it. Send privately. I'll send you my email, Patan. Just hold on for a minute, okay? Send privately. To whom? I just sent. Why don't you write it down, Patan? I think there's a technical issue there. Uh, it is Sarthak SARTHAK dot Mittal MITTAL @ BML dot edu dot in. So if you've got that, just tell me. And okay, Patan has got it. So there is another question. How is it if we compare it to NCU, and what is the highest package and the lowest package for the placement? So if by NCU you mean North Cap University, I would say it is better because I have been there. The people here actually are dedicated to something. They are good in something or the other. I cannot tell you cannot tell you everything about North Cap. I'm sure there are pros and cons of that university as well. But if we compare it in general, BMU actually has a lot more to offer, and the student community here is actually more. How can I put it? actually more refined, if I would say. I don't know. That is what I feel. That is my opinion. So yeah.
So everyone's perspective is different.
Yeah.
So the highest package for, like, if we talk about the college as a whole, was offered to, I guess, a guy in MBA, that was 14 lakhs by Amazon.
I think it was half 15.5.
15.5.
Yeah. So there is a question. What is the basic difference between BBA in association with KPMG and BBA?
So, Shipra, BBA, if we talk about BBA, KPMG, the difference is only for the one subject, that's KPMG. So,
KPMG, and it means accounts. So
accounts.
yeah.
So we have partnered with KPMG, and the trainers from KPMG, they train us with the practical knowledge. Basically, they are all CAs. So they train us with the practical knowledge about accounting standards, and how the general what are the general rules going on currently for accounts. So basically, the difference is only about the KPMG subject, that's
So
accounts.
I'll tell you the applicability of it. If you want to pursue finance and all of that, something that requires accountancy as your core subject, you should go for BBA in association with KPMG. Okay, yeah, and the workload definitely gets more if you take KPMG, because you get one additional subject and you have to study with the BCom students as well. So BCom and BBA students actually study the same accountancy course. So if you're doing BBA and you have the knowledge of accountancy, uh, and it is comparable to a BCom student, I think that's you get an edge on that.
And also, it's a certification course.
And if you do not really want accountancy as your core subject, then you can just leave that and take BBA, because you'll just get tired of studying. So because if you don't have interest in that field. And yeah, you were telling, so the KPMG faculty, the people from KPMG actually have to come in for at least 2 hours, 200 hours, I'm so sorry,
of training.
200 hours, and they actually exceed that because the course does not finish in that time. So uh, our teacher actually gave us a lot of practical examples with every topic. We'd be happy to answer more questions, guys.
Yeah.
So the topic was life beyond book. Okay, we have another question. When can I drop KPMG if I don't want it, like in the first year or second?
So you have an option to drop KPMG even in the second semester. Like, if you don't in the first semester, if you don't feel like you can cope up with that kind of pressure, or the KPMG subject, so you can even drop it in the second semester. So that's not a matter for concern.
But I think you should.
Yeah.
I guess you could drop it, but you should keep trying because it's not that hard. You can scope up.
Even if you have a lot of opportunities in performing arts clubs. So if you are a guitarist or dancer or a singer, so you'll get a lot of opportunities to go to different events in different colleges, and perform representing our college.
Yeah.
So,
So guys, if there is any question, anything informal, you can just shoot at us as well, because we'd be fine. Name a few clubs. Okay, so we have performing arts clubs, we have photography club, we have a robotics club, we have Enactus chapter,
we have culinary club.
we have a literary club called Liquid, we have debating clubs. We'll just open up the list, and
Yeah.
if that's not enough, we'll tell you more. Yeah. So what clubs? We have TSEC, the entrepreneurship club. So there are so many clubs. I wasn't even a part of a lot of clubs. I was just part of one, and I could not, because I was a day scholar, I could not cope up. So I could not participate. We have a football team as well.
Yeah.
We have a fight club as well, which you cannot name. I'm so sorry if you get the reference. Uh, this year admission, how many? So, Batan, I don't think we have that information because we are students as well. So, I mentioned robotics. There is a website as well. Just open the website. So, we do not have the number, but I'm sure there will be a lot of students coming in. If you're planning to come, just you should not worry about the number of the students. You just
Yeah.
should come. You should come. You'll get. There are a lot of students.
Anyways, you'll make a lot of good friends. So.
Yeah.
So life in hostel is also, you know, great.
So we have two types of hostels. We have apartment and tower. So apartment hostel is like a apartment setting, what you would get in an apartment. There is a common room and there are rooms around that. And the tower is a dormitory, just like any other college. There is a gallery and there are doors left and right.
Yeah, we do.
So yes. There is a question, do we have inter-colleges tournaments? So yes, we have quads. There are 4 quads and students are divided into different quads. Then there are quad matches. So
anyone can, you know,
what are the quad names? There are Trojans, Spartans, and there are 4 quads like that, and there are college matches and tournaments, and whoever wins gets a trophy and sense of achievement, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, more questions, guys. I think you guys might have more questions.
Also, if you know, having the hostel life is great, you know, guys. Like if you there are a lot of friends around, so you'll never feel bored.
So there is another question, where are the students from mainly? You were saying about Andhra and Telangana, but other than that, so our class actually has students from 11 different states.
Diverse.
So it is culturally very diverse. And I guess I have an army background, so I guess I'm from Haryana only, but I've been around in the whole country, whole country.
We have people from different
Arpit
states.
is from Jaipur. A lot of my friends are from Ludhiana, Andhra Pradesh, Lucknow, from Himachal Pradesh, Nainital. So there are a lot of, depends on what course. So in our class, there are from 11 different states. In your class, they might be from more or less. So yeah. There is a lot of diversity. What course are you guys from? So I have BCom honors. I am from BCom honors, and Arpita has BBA with Kpmg.
Yeah.
So depends on what are you going for. Patan is asking, I am from Andhra Pradesh and there is benefit or not for coming to study. Yes, Patan, there is benefit because you will get a engineering degree. So not just that, the college is really great for. So on my friend, there is a guy called Karthik who's my friend. He's from Andhra Pradesh as well. I think he has having a great experience in the BBA course. He's actually topping the accountancy subject, even though he was from science, and he's involved in sports activities. He actually goes to the gym a lot. So I don't know if it is beneficial for you. I'm sure you will be able to decide that better. I got selected for the BBA with Kpmg. So what about the crowd in that batch? So
as I told you,
in the first year, you'll actually be studying with the BCom students as well. There will be one or two different subjects, but you will be studying with them only. So the crowd in our class is actually really good. There is a mixed crowd, but I'm sure that is in every university.
Yeah, we have people from Delhi, we have people from you know, different states. Like we have people from Punjab, we have people from Rajasthan, all over the country.
And we actually make sure that good students come in. There are, even if you see them, they're not able to catch up in studies, they are good at something else entirely. So you'll actually learn about different things if you're here. And the crowd is great. make the how many computers are there in BMU. So you have to have your own laptop. So
Yeah,
laptop is a necessity.
you have an option that college provides you with a
Yeah, you can
laptop.
just buy a
Yeah,
laptop from the college. It is
yeah.
relatively cheaper,
It's like
but you can get your own laptop as well. And there is an IBM lab as well. So there are computers in that lab if you're asking about that. A lot of computers. Yeah.
we also have, you know,
How's the syllabus? Couldn't find it on the
uh,
website. It's
we
okay.
have the syllabus on the website.
No, we don't. So
I guess. No?
the syllabus is quite, I guess, depends on you. So we have around four core subjects every semester, and there is perspective subjects, and there is language, soft skills. So core subjects we have economic. For the first semester, would you'd breeze through that because a lot of that is actually the basics of every subject which you might already know. So we have economics, we have accounts, we have
Um,
business maths, and I'm
in
talking
the
about the
first
first
semester.
semester. So there are perspective courses like psychology, there is
So philosophy.
communication skills, philosophy and logic. So the syllabus is vast,
Yeah.
but at the same time I don't think you would have a hard time coping up with those subjects because you're already comfortable in that. Okay, so
In IIT.
oh no, there's a question called he's asking about the Wi-Fi speed. So the Wi-Fi speed is fine. You can stream at 720p easily.
It's decent.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to.
So the Wi-Fi speed is look decent. Like all
Why don't you
we
tell the capacity also? It's around 20 GB per
okay.
week
Yeah, we get 20 GB per week. So per
for
student,
every student.
for
Yeah.
every student.
So
So even like if we exhaust that 20 GB, like it doesn't happen generally. So we can share it with our friends. It's up to you.
Pranjal has asked, I want to pursue CSE and BTech. Is it good here in all aspects? So Pranjal, I think you could write
Yeah.
down my email as well. I could connect you to a CSE student. But if you're asking is it good or not? I'm sure it is good. It is how you make use of the opportunities given to you. So CSE and all of the courses are good. They are updated regularly. We are given extra knowledge as well. You can just go up to the faculty. The faculty actually stays a lot of the faculty stays inside the campus, and they're ready to help you at any time. So our teacher Anil sir actually emailed us back within
Yeah.
5 minutes, even if we emailed him at 1 a.m. in the morning.
So like the faculty is really cooperative.
Yeah.
You can email them anytime. Uh, how many subjects will I have? So Shipra, if we are talking of BBA, we had in the first semester we had
8 subjects.
seven subjects.
Okay, we had 7 subjects.
So we had KCAP, that is Kpmg, writing skills, philosophy and logic, maths, psychology, business, BOPM, that is business and principal management, and microeconomics.
So what happens is we get there is regular evaluation.
Yeah.
So you won't feel कि एकदम से burden आ गया. That won't happen. You'll regularly be evaluated. So there will be the concepts will be at the back of your mind. If you're worried about the burden, I'm sure that won't be an issue. You can just cope up. You can form study groups as well, which makes it much easier to learn. So Patan is asking, is there any lectures coming from PhD? Yeah, so the faculty is most of the faculty is PhD only, and so you need to actually come in and study, and you'll know the quality of education, because I don't think we'd be able to tell you about the EC faculty, Patan. Could you give me email ID of a person from engineering stream? I cannot share that with you without asking the person.
Yeah.
So why don't you take my email ID and I'll talk to the person and connect you guys. So I'll just send my email publicly. Just write me on this email and I'll help you connect with a person who could help you with stream related queries or technical queries.
Also, guys, as the topic suggests, if you have any queries about the campus life and life beyond books, so just please let us know.
No, apart from that, you can just send us anything.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to help. Yeah. So what's the attendance percentage? So if you're a scholarship student, you have to maintain 80% overall, and you have to maintain 75% if you don't have scholarship. If you don't have 75%, if you get between 60 to 75%, you get a grade
Great.
drop. So for example,
It's subject wise, basically.
so if you have 75%, 60% attendance in a subject, and you were scoring A plus in that, so your grade will drop from A plus to A. But you won't. That is the penalty. And less than 60%, I think you have to repeat that course. So that is the percentage.
Semester annually. It's
Per semester.
Per semester, per subject.
So for example, yeah, there are 40 classes for each subject. So to maintain 75% or 80% in my case, you have to attend 32 classes of that subject. Yes, Patan, but you have to also maintain the attendance percentage. And okay, I'm sorry, I'll just repeat the question in here. Scholarship is guaranteed if I maintain 7.5 GPA for 4 years. So it is guaranteed in respect for the CGPA matter, but you also have to maintain 80% attendance, and you have to make sure you do not do not have any DSE points with you.
Yeah.
Because if you
disciplinary points.
So if you do something that is against the university policies and rules, you might get DSE points and your scholarship might get revoked. So depends on the kind of action you're doing. Yeah. Okay, well. So do you guys have any more questions? Because we're going to wrap up in 10 minutes. So just shoot questions at us. All of what you have in your mind, just don't hesitate. Okay, so what is the normal placement package for CSE? So I just told stream wise, for example, we cannot segregate right now because we don't have that. The students don't have that information as of yet.
Also, the placements are still ongoing, Pranjal.
And I'm sure the placements are around 4 to 5 lakhs, the average package.
The average, yeah.
And if you're good, you can just bag any company you want. So I don't think you should be concerned about this. And the highest, so the highest currently is 9 lakhs by Byju's, but there is a student who's doing his practice school 3. So we have practice schools for engineering, 3 practice schools. So there is a 6-month internship. So
in the fourth year,
and the college helps you get that. So people who actually go for that internship get placed there only if you do good. Depends on all of that. Depends on you. So there is a student who's doing his internship with Audi. So if he gets placed, I'm sure the number of that highest package would increase drastically. Okay. Yeah, you can learn about it. So Patan is still concerned about the ECE matter. So in BMU, can I learn in depth about ECE or not? Yes, Patan, you can learn about. There are multiple facilities available for you. The faculty is always ready to help you. If you use them correctly, I'm sure you'll have more knowledge than your peers.
Also, we have great labs set up.
Yeah.
To. Anyways, the first year is common for everyone, right?
Not for EC and all of that. Yeah. No.
Most of the subjects.
And as you progress, the subjects reduce, but the in-depth knowledge of every subject increases. So, and you can just look. Yeah. So more questions, guys. 7 minutes. Shoot questions at us. if you have any personal question that you would not ask live, you can just.
Any type of informal question, we would love to.
Okay, so Patan is saying, okay, Bhaiya, I'm coming to join after talking with you. Patan, that is great. We are happy to hear that, and we greet you when you come in. So just make sure you wave at us.
So Shipra is asking about the nightlife.
So you're a hostler, right?
Okay.
So there are a lot of things to do inside the hostel and outside the hostel as well, outside the campus as well. So depends on the kind of person you are. You can just make friends with people who like to go and party. You can just go do that. If you like to read a book, you can just sit at Baker Street, order a coffee, and read a book there. If you want to roam around the campus, there you can take walks in the campus. You just have to get back by 12:15. But we are trying to change that as well,
Yeah.
because we'd like to. So Shipra, I think the nightlife would be great.
Also, we have the vendors. Some 2 or 3 of the vendors are open till 2 o'clock.
So we get really hungry around 1:30. So the roll guy actually sends in rolls. You can just order. I'm actually getting hungry by thinking about that. So the rolls are great as well. Is there good score for research? If you mean good scope for research, yes, there is. You can team up with the faculty and help them with their papers, and our senior is actually writing a research article.
Even the faculty helps you with it to publish the articles and all.
If it is great and if it is publishable.
The college gives you a lot of opportunities.
So there is good scope for research. We were doing kind of research in our projects as well, and we are taught fishbone techniques and root cause analysis. So it helps you when you're doing research. So it actually gives you the tools to do research as well. The education here.
Pranjal Sahu, sorry,
Patan is asking, Bhaiya, you both, where are you guys from? So I am from Haryana, you could say that, but I haven't been living here. So I've been around the country because my dad was in army. So we were getting posted around a lot.
And I am from Jaipur, Rajasthan. So
since I want to pursue CS, but if I want to do research in some other subject, is there scope? Yes, Pranjal, you just need to talk to the concerned faculty.
Yeah.
And if you have knowledge and if you can actually contribute somehow, there's no way they would refuse you. Refuse you as a.
As I mentioned, Pranjal, the college even gives opportunities to the students who are SOM students, who are the management students. Yeah. Even if they want to do something in robotics, they can.
You can just join the robotics club. Exactly. Do that,
and you get all the facility, all the required.
And learn from the engineering students as well. Exactly. You can teach them the management ways and philosophies as well. So, is the surrounding area safe? Yes, Shipra. So we have rules regarding that. So you cannot, during the weekdays, you cannot go out after 10 p.m. And the surrounding areas I would say it's relatively okay, but you need to take care of yourself as well.
Inside campus, it's 100% safe.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah. Outside campus, things happen everywhere. Yeah. So if I would say 100%, I would be lying, but you can. There is nothing to worry about in the general day and night.
No.
What CCTV. I heard about the robbery in the hostel. Is it true? I don't have any information about that. If you do, why don't you share?
We have 24/7 CCTV footage, live. So I don't think this is a matter of concern.
So have any instances occurred yet? So as per my knowledge, I have been here for a year. So during this time, maybe 1 or 2, not major, because I haven't been able to get to the. I guess no. What I'm trying to say is I haven't. There is no information I am aware about. But if there have been, I'll just let you know. But it is safe. Shipra, you don't have to worry about that. The area is safe. And you can just, if you're worried about that, you can just travel with friends if you're scared. But nothing happens. Because I commute regularly from Gurgaon every day and I can't see. Yeah. And there are a lot of things to do inside the campus as well. So guys, do you have any more questions, because we're going to wrap up soon? It's almost time.
So guys, I also must tell you about the library. We have a great library. You can, the students, if they don't feel like studying in the hostel, sitting in their own rooms, they can anyways take a cabin, for group projects.
The library has cabins as well as the normal setup.
Yeah.
So yeah. Please tell me the way to Delhi railway station to college. So Patan, if you're asking about the distance, I think it takes around 2 hours to get to the main station in Delhi. But you can just go to the Gurgaon railway station, which will take half the time. So yeah.
Or you can take the
And
metro.
the airport is around 1 hour and 20 minutes. On regular days, on traffic, it might take more time. Yeah. Let's wrap. So guys, if you have any more questions, we'll wait for 2 minutes, then we'll wrap up.
It's almost 12, like it's 12:30. So
it was great talking to you guys. If you have, I actually sent you guys my email, so if you have any further queries, send me the email, or I think the university would be able to help you better by send them the email.
I think the queries regarding the campus life are all sorted out till now.
So okay guys, okay Shapra,
Okay.
you're welcome. We'll hope you come to the campus. We'll talk there. Bye bye guys.
Bye bye.
It's great talking to you guys.